Yo, just look at the dot in the middle of the screen, and when that loading bar actually loads at the bottom, don't look at it though, just keep looking at the dot. Something absolutely crazy is about to happen. Just keep looking at the dot, and honestly, this is one of the best illusions I have ever seen in my life. Right, here it goes, like 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, okay. You're thinking, Jay, what's wrong? Well, look away from the picture and look back, and it's black and white. Just look around the picture. It's a black and white picture, but the way this works, it's like an illusion. Because you're staring at the colours for such a long time, it tricks your eyes into thinking this image is actually coloured, when in reality, it's just a black and white image. This is such a freaking crazy illusion, and I love this one. Right, this one looks like a pretty normal image, doesn't it? Well, just do this, guys. Move your head back and forward and look in the middle, and it rotates. I don't know how this works. I don't know why this works, but it freaking rotates. What the actual hell? Right, this one is really, really hard to do, but I promise you there is actually an animal hidden somewhere inside of this picture, and I want you guys to go ahead and try and spot it. Now, I am going to reveal where the animal is in a little bit, but if you haven't already found it, make sure you pause the video around now and really try and spot it, because you will have so much satisfaction if you manage to actually spot it. But this one, I don't know why, it just took me so long to spot where the animal was. Right, let's just reveal its location in 3, 2, 1. That's right, that's the animal. There's actually, I think it's like a little beaver or something, I don't know. Damn, like it blends in so well to the rocks. It's just so freaking hard to see. The best optical illusion in the world, as you guys know, is if you drop a like, it will turn into a freaking magical color. Like, just press like and it turns into a magical color. And if you're not subscribed and you subscribe, it turns white. I mean, you have to try those 2 optical illusions. They're the best ones of them all, really. Whoa, what the hell? This one I just don't get. Like, yes, I get it. She probably just has like camouflaged leggings on, or maybe this is this isn't even photoshopped. Like, I've looked at the actual image, it's not even photoshopped. It's just a really weird one. Like, if anyone could put in the comments how this works, I honestly don't know. I think her leggings or her trousers just blend into the floor, but then why are they not like that? I honestly just have no idea on this one. This is one so weird. It just looks like she's a bloody floating woman, honestly. Right, this one is so cool. Look at the yellow circle and everything looks pretty normal, but then you look at the red circle and the way the dots spin around, I don't know, it just really is weird. Like, if you keep changing circles, the dots move around very differently. Like, they literally change direction. Just keep looking back and forth and the dots look like they're spinning in different directions. I absolutely love this one. Right, for this one, I wanted you guys to actually have some fun with this, and I'm not even going to tell you where the hidden animal is, but obviously feel free to comment it if you do find the hidden animal. But there is, I promise you, there is somewhere a hidden animal that is camouflaged into this image. So enjoy trying to find it, and I guess pause the video now. But if you do give up, just look in the comments. I'm sure someone will comment it. Right, this one is really cool because it's literally just a 2D image. And the best thing about it is the circles, all of them just stay the same size. They just move around, and yeah, it still looks 3D. I just love this one. It looks so freaking awesome. Yo, this one's so weird. It looks like the guy's hand is holding her, but it's probably just her friend hugging her. It just looks like some guy's got a massive arm. Like, what the hell even is this one? Right, for this one, we've just got a normal set of dominoes. Nothing too crazy, right? But he pushes them over, brings them back up, and then he starts spinning it around. I absolutely love this one. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorites because it tricks your eyes into thinking the dominoes are actually there, even though they're just drawn out. Right, I know a lot of you have seen these types of ones before, but it looks amazing. It looks like the street has been like burnt down with freaking lava, and then there's water everywhere. But obviously, if you actually go on the street, it doesn't look like that. But from that angle, if you were standing on the street, it would actually look like that, which is it's so weird how like paintings and stuff like that can just trick our eyes so easily. Right, this one's just hilarious because his arm's there and it looks like her bum, but obviously it's literally just his arm. But I don't know, this one did actually trick me at first, but then obviously as soon as you look at it, you can just see it's his arm. As you can see, there are 2 arrows pointing to the left, right? This isn't photoshopped, it's not edited. I'm just going to play the clip. As the water comes up, right, the bottom arrow turns to the right. I don't know how that's even possible, But that is absolutely crazy that the arrow changes direction just because of the refraction of the freaking water. Right, this one, I know it's not that much of an illusion. I mean, I guess it is an illusion, but it just makes me laugh. Like, it looks so funny how her head's there and then her legs are there. She just looks like a freaking weird type of bloody creature. I don't know. Now this one is honestly really hard, but basically in these strawberries there is actually a hidden blueberry. It's quite hard to spot, but if you do spot it, I guess you are a very intelligent person, because it actually took me a fair amount of time to spot. I mean, it didn't take me that long, but it was quite hard to spot, although I guess being colorblind doesn't really help. Yeah, pause the video now if you haven't spotted it already, to make sure you do actually go ahead and spot it, but I'm going to circle where the blueberry is right now. Look at the black dot in the middle of the screen, and in a few seconds, something absolutely crazy will happen. Now, if you haven't seen it by now, you'll start seeing it soon, and the colours around the black dot just disappear. This optical illusion is absolutely freaking crazy. Now, my hair's really short. I don't really like it like this. I'm just gonna grow my hair for a bit, and then I'll start recording again. Right, this one is my favourite. Just stare at the white dot for a few seconds and something absolutely crazy will pop up on your screen. Right, this one is so cool. So it looks like they're moving one by one, but actually if you take away the white background, they're actually moving in line together. This one's so freaking weird. I can't actually get my mind over that one. But you might be thinking, Jay, why is this an optical illusion? And if you actually look among the rocks, some of you may have already found it, but the majority of you wouldn't have found it yet. There is actually a bird somewhere. And if you haven't already found it, then pause the video now. But I'm going to point to it in 3, 2, 1, right there on the bottom left of the screen. There's actually a bird, but it's hidden amongst the rocks because the rocks are all grey and white, just exactly the same colour as the bird. That's a freaking weird one. Right, as you can see, there are 3 roads here, and I want you to tell me, or in your head tell me, because obviously I can't listen to all of you, but I want you to have a look and think of which road out of these 3 looks different. It's the one on the right, surely. Well, if we actually play the image, then something absolutely crazy happens. That is right, the one in the middle or on the left now is actually the road that's different. That is so freaking weird. Right, so here's a spot the difference, and what I actually want you to do for this one is try and see how many differences you can spot. Now this isn't too hard because there are literally like 5 differences, I think. But I'm going to let you guys figure them out for yourselves. I'm going to give you 3 of them, and I'll let you guys figure out the other 2 for yourselves. But pause the video now if you haven't already figured out all 5 or you don't want any spoilers. But I'll give you 3 of them. 3 of them are the guy on the left, and then the bush the actual bird is in is missing a flower, and on the boat there is a missing window. But there's actually 2 more, so pause the video now, and if you do find them, comment below where they are. Right, this one is a freaking crazy one, okay? So basically, if you actually play the video, then as you can see before the mirror, you know, on what we're seeing is actually, you know, like square tubes or whatever you want to call it, but in the mirror they appear circular, and like it's so freaking weird. And then if you turn them around, they could become circular for us, and then in the mirror they become square. I don't know how this even works, but it's so freaking weird. Right, this one's just a normal forest, and if you're colorblind, this will be a lot easier for you, but if you're not, then you may or may not have spotted the wolf in this photo. That is right, there's actually a wolf in this photo, and if you haven't already found it, then pause the video and find it. But I'm going to circle where the wolf is right now, and it's I don't know why, but it is actually really hidden and pretty hard to find in this photo. But if you did find it pretty quickly, then props to you, okay? Right, this one is another spot the difference, and there are quite a few differences. I'm just going to go over all of them, but pause the video now if you obviously don't want me to spoil it. But for the first difference, on the right, the counter is different. On the right picture, it says 0.8, and on the left picture, it says 0.0. Then if you look at the 2 white squares on the front counter, one of them has a logo missing. And for the final one, the guy on the right, he actually has a blue badge, and on the left, he has a yellow badge. Now, there are probably a couple more that I haven't spotted, so if there are, then again, leave them in the comment section down below. Right, this one's so weird because if you actually look at those red lines, they are actually parallel. Like, seriously, they are genuinely parallel, but because of the other lines coming out, it makes them look like they're curved a bit, and that is actually just an illusion because they are genuinely parallel. I know they don't look it, But this one is just, I don't know, it's just a bit of a mind blow. Right, this is just a normal chair facing, you know, it's facing our way, isn't it? Well, let's see if someone, you know, goes and sits down on it. Wait, what? It's not facing our way? That is such a mind blow, because it looks like it's facing our way, but then he goes and sits down on it and it's actually facing the other way. I don't know, this one just is weird. Right, think in your head, what is bigger, A or B? It's not a hard question. Do you think A is bigger or do you think B is bigger? Well, do you want to know the answer? They're both the same freaking size. I know it's weird and I don't even know how this one works. I think it's because of the angle, but A and B are actually the same freaking size. That is honestly so cool. Right, two, you know, normal looking oranges, right? Oh wait, she puts her hand on it. That is so weird once again, because it looks like a proper orange, but actually it's just a drawing. And because it's done at such a good angle, it makes your eyes think it's a real orange. But then obviously when she puts her hand there, you can clearly see that it is just a drawing. Right, this one's weird because it looks like a house with a roof like this, but then he lets go of the ball and it like goes up and down as if the house actually goes inwards, and it does actually go inwards just like this. But for some reason, I don't even know how this is done, the illusion makes it look like the house's roof is actually going like this, but it is actually going like this. Right, can you spot the hidden tiger? Because I mean, the hidden tiger is really, really hard to find. Just keep looking around for the hidden tiger. If you have spotted it, then you're a freaking genius. Like, I actually give you some respect if you've already found it. This honestly took me out, like it didn't take me an hour to find, but it took me freaking ages to find. This one was so hard to find. Pause the video now if you haven't already found it. This is kind of a little bit of a troll. The hidden tiger is actually written on the tiger, and why this is a bit of a troll is because everyone's looking around for a tiger, but it's actually just text on the freaking tiger. Right, this one, as you can see, we have two women in a bikini costume about to go snorkeling, and I want you guys to try and spot the difference between this one. I know it is pretty hard to spot, but on the bottom right of the right picture, there's actually a tiny little blue fish, and on the left there isn't. So that is the difference between these two photos. Right, this one, you're surely thinking, well, Jay, isn't the car gonna crash in? And then it goes through them and it doesn't crash, and that is because they're actually drawn on the floor, and this is just a weird optical illusion. I freaking honestly love this one. Right, this one, I am honestly not moving this. Like, you can pause the video. I am seriously not even moving this. This is actually just moving in your eyes, and this is such a weird illusion. I don't know how it's moving, because literally pause the video and try it for yourself, right? It is not moving at all. I'm not moving this. I just think it tricks your eyes into thinking it's moving. I freaking love this optical illusion though. It's so cool. Right, this one is so cool. All I'm gonna say before I actually start the illusion is all the squares stay the same size. The only difference is that crosses are actually added in the middle, and that makes it look really weird. I don't know how this one even bloody works. It's so cool. But if you actually look at the squares individually, they're literally all the same size. None of them seriously don't change size. It's just the crosses in between them that make it look all wavy and just weird. But this one I just love because it makes it look like the background goes black, and I don't know, I think that's just a pretty interesting one. Right, so this one we have a Japanese woman, and I like this one because she has actually got some really interesting makeup on. I don't even think this is Photoshop. Like, I genuinely think this is real, and both those pictures are makeup, so props to her makeup artist. You know, hit me up. I would love to look like that. I think she's looking pretty dank, you know, in these photos. Now, 4 out of 5 people actually can't spot the circle, but believe it or not, there genuinely is a circle inside of that square, and I'm actually going to prove to you that there is a circle inside of the square. So effectively what I did on Photoshop is I just made a circle inside of the square, made it pretty much red, but funny enough, it actually is a slightly, very slightly different shade of red, which makes it a circle. Now, proof that it is a different shade is, as you can see here, the opacity is actually on 99% as opposed to 100, and when you see here, as you drop the opacity down, it becomes more and more white. So it is actually a lighter shade of red, but most people can't see it because most people don't have enough color receptors in their eyes to actually be able to go ahead and see the difference in red. Now, 20% of people can actually see this because some people actually do have more color receptors, but for the majority of us, we cannot actually see the circle. Jay, What are you doing putting this on the screen? Sorry? What's wrong with me just putting a piece of paper on the screen, you dirty-minded little person? Look, right, I know what you're thinking. It looks like a bra, and then it looks like, you know, a chest area, but actually this is literally just a piece of paper. That is all this is. And I know we dirty-minded humans probably think this was a pair of boobs, but actually it literally is just a piece of paper. And that's why I quite like this one. It just tricks your eyes into thinking it's something else. Right, just look at the box, right? You can't see anything, it's just straight lines. And then shake your head like this and a freaking Pikachu comes out. If you can't see it, you have to go back from your screen a bit, but most of you should be able to see it straight away. If you just shake your head like a Pikachu comes out, and I love a bit of Pikachu, so that's great. Right, this one is the hardest optical illusion of them all. Right, spot the difference. I mean, honestly, I think this is level impossible. I seriously just can't spot the difference. Like, I've been trying to figure this one out for hours and I just can't. If you can figure the difference, then leave that in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys want a free PS4 Pro, I will leave a link to that down below in the description. You can literally get a free PS4 Pro. Why wouldn't anyone want that? It actually works, and you literally can get yourself a free PS4 Pro. So make sure you check the link down below in the description if you want that. But hopefully you guys have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.